Alright, welcome to Philosophy Breakdown number 2. First one was Man on the Moon. So this song is my own song. It's called St. Mark's Solar Powered Crematorium. So it's about death and dying and life before we die. And I just had my first major scare with the big C. Tests have come out good so far, but they're still on a few mysteries to solve health-wise, and cancer is a motherfucker, and I hope I fucking can avoid that for as long as possible and give as much love and support for the people who are suffering from that. Anyway, this song is St. Mark's Solar Powered Crematorium. Wrote in Tasmania. Sun's been burning me for so many years. Just one more won't be too hard to bear. Yeah, let the sun steal back the water when you chaw my bones. And ice wood fire, it won't take too much. Send me higher to the Lord above, the goddess love. Yeah, lay my bones under a tree in St. Mark's Cemetery. Yeah, across the water, Signet Town, I rest my bones. You lay my body down. I was laying on the grass under a tree. Right then, right there, it occurred to me that this was the best place to be. Yeah, a music festival for all eternity. Cause I don't be a burden when my time is done. Yeah, burning fossil fuels all the way to kingdom come. Just feed me to the fish, fertilize a tree. I won't be here, so it won't matter to me. Do what you will with whatever's left behind. I'll be dancing at a festival in the sky. The power of the sun and the earth and the sea. Yeah, send me back to the place I used to be. Yeah, you don't have to waste an acre of land for a tiny little thing that used to be a man. Yeah, ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Yeah, I wanna feed the fishes with this mortal husk. Cause I don't need no big kerfuffle. Slip out the side with a Harlem shuffle. And I don't need no big commotion. I rise up like smoke and meet the ocean. That was a big chunk of the song. That's kind of the one of the chorus, 2 verses and a chorus. So yeah, that was more than I meant to play. But I'll try and keep this one quick. We're at 4 minutes now. Try and keep it 7 or 8. Definitely under 10. So, there seems to be this, with the absence of religion in so many people's lives and reason and science taking over, all of a sudden I think people are, that's not a very warm feeling to take to bed at night, especially for the older generation, who are faster approaching, whatever it is. And honestly, you don't have to be religious to believe in God, as I found out when I ticked that box in hospital a couple of days ago. I was like, they asked, have you got religion? And I was like, no. And I was like, hang on, how can I believe in God's a spiritual aspect to reality, and religion is a no, no. And obviously it is. It's just I've tried. I've looked into religions, and I love the ritual and the and the so many things about it. But I'm just not a follower. I don't think God doesn't live in a book. There's no words that can describe what's all around us all the time. And I mean, I lost my fear of death a long time ago when I got really sick with a lactose intolerance and chronic fatigue and depression, and it was so hard to get through every day. I was just like, gee, I don't think I'm going to be alive in 10 years time. And I was like, and I just didn't care. I was like, wow, and shit, and I don't care. And so I was like, I think I better go to the doctor. And I did, and they didn't find it out. It was a friend of mine, well, ex-girlfriend. And she was like, hey, it could be dietary, so try this out. And then I don't know if that little message just came up at the top of the screen, my messenger. Anyway, I had that in a photo before. Oh, that was a screenshot, so I think that's different. That's a screenshot, so I don't think it'll come up. And so, yeah, and I've never felt, I got brought up with religion and couldn't find any substance in these dogmatic teachings and commandments and shit. But I always felt, I was like, I know there's, I can feel like there's something else very real in the world, like undoubtedly. And just like once you start looking for it, like the amazing stuff that happens, that they feel like coincidences, but it's just like, hang on, we've got, if you just relax and just travel as time takes you, as life, time is just a measure of change. So as things take you here and there, and then you arrive at the right time, at the right place for cool things to happen. And so just breathing and just letting go of a fixed picture, and then you've got less expectations. So it's just like whatever happens, it's like cool, excellent, cool, and trying to share that with other people is pretty hard to do in this day and age. Watching Russell Brand, and he has these excellent conversations with I guess that's another one, and that's really distracting. And yeah, Russell Brand's like, seeing this link between, quantum physics and his Eastern kind of philosophy and spirituality. But it's just the people he's talking to that come from a scientific background really can't see that at all, which is sad. And people have just been so bullshit for so long that they're just like, whatever else is, it's just, no, I'm just going to stick with the facts. And that's fair enough, but then, anyway, I think that's creating a lot of problems in the world where people are, their material possessions in this Western civilization aren't being, that life isn't being shared between the generations, and older people ending up in these nursing homes in these lonely existences with just other old people. And like, to be a grandparent, your biggest joy in life is seeing the little ones getting around, and you remember when you were that young, like your grandparents were the most amazing people, like just it's like, oh yeah, parents are pretty good, but grandparents, they're like amazing. And so we're losing so much through this belief pattern, and I've got 10 seconds left of this. I might spend one more minute just to finish the song. And it goes, I've been done the dumbest things you can of shoes that were not mine, but they looked so fine outside the door, the place I was before. I was before, the place I was before, the place I was before. Anyway, so that is St. Mark's So Proud Crematorium. My final wishes is not to be given too much ceremony. Just let me go back to the earth, the power of the sun and the earth and the sea. Send me back to the place I used to be. And honestly, I think all our questions get answered, or not. In which case, it doesn't really matter. So, but my feeling is that they do, and that it's Groundhog Day. I think we just keep going around and around, and that's a hard thing to let go of. Like, fuck, I'm not going to be me. How could I be someone else? It's, I don't know. I read some a very interesting book about past life regressions, and who cares? It's just like, it's a nice thought. So if that, I just like thinking that, hey, is this a dream? It's a pretty good dream, or it can be a pretty harsh, scary fucking dream at times too. But if we don't hang on to it, if we're not holding our breath too tight, then life happens. So, yeah, all right. That was number 2. Okay, bye bye.